G'day, Alex Collins here with Glen Ray, and we're going to give a little recap of what's happened over the course of 2020 in livestock markets and our general business. It's obviously a year out of the box, a year that no one will ever forget. It's the year of COVID. Livestock markets have been obviously affected like many other industries around the world, but I think all in all we've come out of what's happened this year in a pretty good position. The strength of the red meat industry and the protein industry in Australia has been underpinned by breaking the season after several years of drought in the north and some local Victorian areas. All in all, very lucky to come through this whole period as strong as we have as a business, our clients, and the state of our industry, I think, is very good stead going forward.
Yes, Alex, it was a year of unprecedented times, that's for sure. And you hear from us too nearly every Monday on the lamb market and also the cattle market report. And we thought it was very important just to recap what was a year of very strange events. Obviously, I speak of the cattle market every week, and for the start of 2020 it was very tough. Well, coming off the drought in New South Wales and Queensland, and unprecedented times for those poor guys up there, and large sell-off of numbers, and then they coupled that with the bushfires and the catastrophes up north. And in the early part of the year we were buying cattle to put back out for clients that were fire affected cattle. These cattle were ranging from 250 cents to 280 cents. Our market opened on the first sale back in January, and it was a very tough market, and we saw our bullocks only making around 220 to 230 cents, the best of the cattle to 280 cents, and from there that was the real bottom of the market at the start of the year, and then it just kept on an upward trend. Very much it was probably nearly the reverse in the lamb job, where it was ticking along very strong at the start of the year.
We saw the early months. January we were able to do a forward supply agreement there that was very strong into the early $8, 800 cent sort of region. And then we saw February really explode. I think it seems like a hell of a long time ago now, but we saw lambs reach well into the 300s, 370 through to about 385 there in February, and it stayed pretty good all the way through until we got that fair bit of uncertainty with COVID. We were able to give ourselves a reasonable amount of forward supply coverage. Back into the winter, the start of the spring, very difficult. It's when COVID really started to bite the exporters. All in all, what we've seen with lamb and with returns on mutton, which has been just the absolute highlight of the spring, how heavy sheep are sold, has been fantastic. And we've seen breeding years where it's probably at the top of the price cycle for first cross sheep that we've ever seen. Sheep well into the 400s, 450 for 1.5-year-old first cross ewes in Bendigo, and ewe lambs well into the 400s as well. Their pricing levels probably thought we'd never see crossed.
The cattle front, as I mentioned earlier, where it started off in January, was below the lows of about 50 cents a kilo of 2014, and as we moved on through the year, we saw it reach unprecedented and absolute high levels we haven't seen before, with vealers making up to 450, 60 cents. We saw weaner cattle in the store pens make over 700 cents a kilo live. We saw a lot of our kill cattle, regardless of weight or range, whether they're vealers from up to your export bullocks, making north of 700 cents a kilo dress weight, hitting record levels in every area. And cattle markets only started to wane in the last 4 months. One of the things I'm most proud of with our marketing team and the way our guys go about it at McKean McGregor, when you look back and reflect on their marketing decisions and their advice to clients, well, the decisions they made well and truly ahead of the market, with booking lambs in on forward pricing, reading the market, seeing what was going on. When I reflect back on the year, every key decision we had to make at the time was well and truly money in the pocket for our clients. It was phenomenal on behalf of Alex, our livestock manager, and all the guys we've got on the ground. But I think it'd be probably pretty remiss not to mention the great season. We have touched on that, but just a phenomenal harvest at the moment going on. I know some clients are reporting records in some paddocks of the yields. For a year that started out fairly tough, to end on the note in the season we had is brilliant. I'd just like to wish all our clients a very Merry Christmas, a safe and happy harvest and New Year. We look forward to catching up again, of course, in 2021, and look forward to standing back in front of the camera and reporting on what's happening in the market in the here and now. If anything else you'd like to say, Alex?
Yeah, the famous McKean McGregor Christmas party. There was a COVID cap on numbers for the Christmas party, so we've elected, we didn't want to have to leave anyone out, so we've elected to go into January. For the Christmas party, we'll get Christmas out of the way, and everyone can come back refreshed, and we'll have a big Christmas party in January to kick off the year next year. So looking forward to getting to that.
Yeah, just on behalf of the team at McKean McGregor, we'd like to wish everyone all the very best for Christmas. Stay safe, and we look forward to catching up with you in the new year. Thank you.
All the best.